Hi, this video is a quick tutorial to show you how to make an ebook cover image. I'm using eBook Cover Maker Pro, and let's get started. First thing you want to do is select the size, and in eBook Cover Maker Pro we list the most common size. I'm going to go ahead and choose this generic format, 600 by 800, but you can choose any format there. There's no big, it all depends on what type of ebook that you're making for the size. For the background, you can select a color, an image, or a gradient. Select the color is very easy. You just select the color, there you go. If you want to make a gradient, you just choose gradient, and there are several different types available. There's vertical, we also have horizontal, and then there's square or elliptical. You can also use an image as an entire background, and you just do that. You just select the background image. For this particular tutorial, we're just going to use a color, so I'm just going to click on color, and there we go. I'm going to add an image in the middle that I want. This tutorial is going to be for like kind of a self-help book, and so I've got an image of a handshake that I'm going to use, and so I'm going to click on the images tab, click on add image, choose the handshake that I've got, automatically resize it, put it in the middle, and there we go. You can use any image you want. You can use anything from like iStock Photo. There's lots of other stock photo places on the internet where you can find copyright free stuff, but just do your homework, make sure everything's copyright free if you're going to go that route. So the next thing I want to do is I want to keep this area this color, but I want to make an area down here darker, so it's kind of the three different colors here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a shape and just make that shape that whole size. So you click on add shape, it's right here. I'll just set the width to be the width of the image, which we 600 I believe. There we go. Just set the height to 300. Go and move it up here. Now red's not going to work here, so we'll change this to kind of a shade of this, and there we go. So now we've got a lighter area for the title and then a darker area for the author name and like a little tagline. So next we can add in our text. So let's click the text tab, and we want to add some text. So we just click on, we just enter in our title, which is getting to yes. And it's a little smaller than we need, so about 60. Get us something good. This already has a border around it. A border just helps the text stand out. If no border looks something like that, with a border looks like this, it makes it a little sharper, helps stand out a little better. Next we can choose our font, and the fonts are just listed out and everything that you like, so it's really just kind of a personal preference. We need something professional. So some of these wouldn't work like that. Let's see if I can find. Let's see, David. This one. This is nice, but we'll make it a little smaller. One thing with letter spacing, if you're having some issues, you can always set the letter spacing to negative, which can be very handy. I think this works. Maybe just move it over a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Next we want to add in our tagline, so we click on add text again. Add it down here. What I'm going to do is take the border off of it to make the title stand out, and we want this to be a lot smaller because we got to add a little more text here. So we'll start with that, and we will type in our text, which is seems to work. Over there, that'll work. So we keep the font there. Now we want to add our text down the bottom for the author name, and then kind of the little tagline for that. So we click on add text again, and drag it down here. Now black text isn't going to work on the dark blue, so we'll change this to white. So that helps it really stand out very nice. So Smith. We'll give it a nice italic, but we can also change the font here just to help break it up a little. You can choose anything. Again, probably want for something like this, you want to keep it professional. Yeah, that'll probably work. So let's make this a little bigger because it's the author. You want it bigger than probably the tagline, but smaller than the title. And then you want it probably over on the right-hand side here. That ought to work. Now we want to add the tagline for the author as well. So we add in a new line of text, drag it down to where we want. Probably want this closer to the bottom. And again, for a tagline, you probably want something a little smaller. So here we go. And then our little tagline, author out a little more and kind of line them up, and there we go. That's pretty much it. There's nothing else that needs to be done. So you maybe want to this is zoomed in obviously because it's not 600 by 800. It'd be tough to view on the whole screen. So we go viewing, make sure everything looks good. And this looks a little crooked here, so I'm gonna click that, maybe move it over. Move this one. Yeah, everything else looks fine. So click on save, and you can save it. And there's PNG. There's PNG files. It's kind of an good all-purpose format. There's JPEG files. There's TIFF. I prefer the PNG file, so we're gonna hit save, and we're done. And there's the full image, and that's it. Again, this was done using eBook Cover Maker Pro, and I'm Jim Kudu, the author of the software. Thank you.